And where are we at? Okay. By a show of hands, how many of you had an energy drink today?
That's a day. My life?
Today.
Oh, sorry. I plan to after this.
How many of you average 3 or more energy drinks a day? No one? Per the Army Waltman Institute, soldiers on combat deployment, 50% average 1 energy drink a day, and 13% average 3 or more a day, i.e. specialist starter. The topics I'm going to be covering today are what energy drinks are, the advantages and disadvantages of them, and their effect on sleep. So what are energy drinks? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration does not actually recognize the term energy drinks. They are labeled as dietary supplements, so they don't have FDA approval, so they must have warning labels on them. Most energy drinks are defined as having a combination of 5 common ingredients: taurine, guarana, B vitamins, caffeine, and ginseng root. The pros and cons. The advantages of energy drinks. And come on, they keep you awake. Most energy drinks have anywhere between 70 to 200 milligrams of caffeine in them. Less than a cup of coffee, but still helpful nonetheless. Ingredients such as taurine and guarana have proven mental stimulant benefits, such as increased motor ability and mental focus. And they're convenient. When we get up at 5 a.m. and have to go to the range all day, we can throw 3 in our assault pack and call it good. The 32-ounce cans even have a lid on, so you can drink it throughout the day. And we all know they taste good, especially the blue one. Disadvantages though. This 1 can of Monster Energy drink has 54 grams of sugar. 2 full-size Snicker bar equivalent. The American Heart Association recommends 37 grams of sugar a day for an average healthy male. High sugar can cause problems such as weight gain and tooth decay. But what about the sugar-free versions? We always see those, the blue, the red. The FDA has approved multiple sugar-free products. Monster uses aspartame, for example. The American Health Association has given it a cautious nod. But a Harvard Health study showed that people that consume sugar-free products, such as energy drinks, are twice as likely to be obese. The reason for this is the sugar-free supplements, such as aspartame, actually change your taste buds. It makes foods like fruits and vegetables unpalatable. And so people that take part in these drinks don't actually eat as much fruit and vegetables as they should. And another issue is they'll say, I've got a Diet Coke, I can have a slice of cake now. Which, as most of it's true, and it's a problem. Effects on sleep. Soldiers who drink 3 or more energy drinks a day were reported to average 4 hours of sleep less than those that drink 1 energy drink a day or none at all. The reasons for this, many researchers believe, is because with soldiers that drink 3 or more, they're drinking it throughout the day. At 8 a.m., 4 p.m., even sometimes before bed. Per the American Heart Association, you don't want to drink any caffeine 6 hours prior to falling asleep. The reason this is drinking it this close before bedtime can actually set your natural sleep clock an hour to the right, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. So if you do take caffeine, make sure it's 7 to 8 hours before you go to sleep. In conclusion, today we talked about what energy drinks are, their effects on sleep, and the pros and cons. So what do? You don't need to stop drinking energy drinks. Like any drug, it's all about moderation. What is a moderate amount? For regular Monster cans, the recommended amount is 8 ounces. These cans average 16 ounces and 32 ounces. I know most of you don't want to drink half a can and throw it away, but if you're wanting to stay within the recommended amount, that's what you want to do. And if you choose to go with the sugar-free versions, make sure you continue to consume fruits and vegetables even if they don't taste as good. And another thing to remember, especially for soldiers out in the field, dehydration is a common issue. For every 8 ounces of Monster you drink, you must drink 12 ounces to replace the water and lost in urination because caffeine is a natural diuretic. So soldiers NCOs and officers need to make sure that their soldiers are drinking equal amounts or more water than Monster, or just don't have Monster at all when it's 100 degrees outside and you're sweating like crazy. Because that is how heat casualties happen. And they do happen. I've seen it multiple times. I'm sure many of you have seen it multiple times. Any questions?
Several. All right, first, is Red Bull different from Monster? Is there any value in switching brands? Because Red Bull has a larger can, but typically they sell the small.
The value is they are 8 ounces generally. Most people get the smaller cans. They have 16-ounce versions, but the regular can is 8. So you've got less sugar and less calories. So that would be the only advantage. Drinks like 5-hour energy drinks are this big, and most of them don't have sugar, so it's even better alternative. So I'm not saying you can't drink the Monster, but if you drink that entire can of 16 ounces, you're going to be way over your daily recommended amount of caffeine and sugar.
I got you. Second question. Could somebody perhaps with a higher metabolism or more athletic burn it off sooner than maybe somebody with a more sedentary lifestyle?
That is a topic that is being heavily researched. It does show, studies do show that athletes such as football players, when they're working out, drinking drinks in high energy, sugar, and sodium, do benefit from it since they're sweating a lot. The problem is people aren't drinking an equal amount of water. And water is always going to be a better alternative unless, like I said, football players, just because they're sweating so much. So for the FDA, sports drinks are still a better advantage over Monsters just because the ingredients in Monster, they actually dehydrate you. It's kind of like a soda. Sports drinks kind of dehydrate you as well, but they not as much. And football players especially will drink more sports drinks when they're sweating along with water, so it's a better combination than just drinking Gatorade.
Gotcha. Third question. Is there any evidence that shows that energy drinks can benefit you perhaps via libido? You said there was a ginkgo element. Ginseng element.
Ginseng?
Which is historically related to improved libido.
I don't know about libido, but I do know. So the ingredients themselves aren't the problem. Ginseng root on its own has multiple benefits, such as caffeine. The problem is with the combination of these ingredients. For example, ginseng mixed with caffeine can cause heart palpitations. And so these energy drinks have ginseng combined with caffeine, and so that's why they're not FDA approved yet, because they haven't been able to study long-term effects enough.
Correct.
So, like I said, ginseng is good, but when it's mixed with caffeine, the research shows that it can cause health side effects.
Correct.
Is there any movement on limiting these to minors at all, possibly? Legislation, things like that?
The warning label on the can says you should not give it to children. And pregnant, women that are pregnant should not drink it. And that's per the warning label.
What about for the energy drinks and alcohol?
So that was an interesting, I didn't put that in the speech, but I did read an article about that. People like to take, so Jaeger, I don't remember the
Vodka Red Bull is my favorite drink.
Yes. So people combine the Red Bull with the alcohol, and people will drink multiple drinks of it.
Yes.
So not only are they getting high alcohol content, but they're getting high caffeine, loads of sugar. Like I think one of those has about 50 grams of sugar combined with the alcohol, and people are drinking 3 of them. So people are ending up in the emergency room from combining these drinks. Now they can't say it's necessarily just from the energy drinks, because it's also the alcohol in combination of they're not drinking any water because they're out drinking. But Red Bull combined with alcohol and not hydrating does send people liver and syrup.
Now the fact that alcohol is a downer and energy drinks are a stimulant, and you mix the two, is there any value there that will balance that out?
The cons outweigh the good because yes, you're getting woken up, but you're trading one drug from another. You're waking up more, but you're combining high caffeine, high sugar with however much alcohol you're drinking. And most people, like I said, when they drink alcohol, they're not drinking any water because they think they're drinking a liquid. And so
you're saying add more ice.
if that's what you want to do, I'm not here to say you should not drink it. I'm just trying to give you all the facts.
I appreciate it.
So if you don't have any questions, that's all.
Don't drink it. Well, I guess that's all I got. Good talk.
Yeah.